In this presentation, we will take a look at the net pay calculation within QuickBooks Online. For more accounting information and accounting courses, visit our website at accountinginstruction.info. Here we are in our practice payroll file. You can follow along with your own business file or take a look at the free test drive file from Intuit from QuickBooks. We'll go down to the Workers tab on the left side, the Workers tab, and in the Employees tab up top. This is where we typically run the payroll. We have our 3 employees down here. As we process the payroll, QuickBooks will then generate the net pay calculation, which of course will be the net check. So let's take a look at a net check now by going to the Accounting tab on the left. And then we're going to be in the checking account. So we want to select the checking account or the payroll checking account if you have a separate payroll checking account. We're going to view the register and then consider one of the paychecks and the detail of that paycheck. Note that the paycheck amount is going to be the net check. That's what the employee will receive, will be the net pay. How do we get to the net pay from the gross pay? One way to get there is to look at the paycheck stub. We can do that by going to a check. We're going to edit a check and select one of the payroll checks, and then this will give us the payroll detail. So this will give us an item that we can then look at the net pay from. We've seen this in the past. This is going to be the gross pay and then the employee taxes and the deductions. If we take those items, the gross pay minus the employee taxes and the deductions, that should get us to the net pay. We can also see that if we go down to the print check item at the bottom. So if we select the print check item, we'll see the paycheck stub. So here's actually the paycheck stub. And if we scroll down this, we'll get another calculation of that net pay. Here's the actual net pay, of course, the actual paycheck amount. And we'll get a breakout of what will be included in that amount, which will include the total pay minus taxes minus deductions to get to that amount. The total pay is going to include regular pay, overtime pay, and any other type of bonus we have, which will be this line item up top. The taxes then are what are taken out of the employee check, just the employee taxes here, of course, not the employer taxes. So if we go back over here, we got federal income tax, Social Security, Medicare, and any California taxes for this particular check. Those items will add up to $503.63, and then we've got the deductions, which include the 401k, just the employee portion of the 401k, the dental and the vision, which are health insurance items for dental insurance and vision insurance. These items being deducted from the employee pay here to get us to that net pay calculation. As we consider this, note what is not included here as well. If we go back to the prior tab, we note what we see on that paycheck stub to get to the net pay. We see the gross pay, we see the employee taxes, we see the deductions from the employee. What we don't see are the employer taxes. So the employer taxes are what are being paid over and above than the gross pay. And then we also don't see any contributions for items that aren't going to be included in gross pay to get to the net taxes, something like the employer portion contribution of the 401k. That's not something that we have in the gross pay to get to the net pay, but it is a form of compensation to the employee. In other words, as we consider the paycheck stub, note that the gross pay would be the actual earnings that have been received. The net pay will be the check. The taxes are going to be the mandatory taxes that we had to withhold for the employee. The deductions are typically benefits. All these are the 401k, the dental, and the eye. But even this total pay, the $4,062.50 in this case, the gross pay, this is what they actually earned. This is people that we paid on the employee's behalf. Even this gross pay, however, may be low. They may be getting paid more than that if there are benefits such as the employer matching portion, in this case, of the retirement plan. And that's something that just to keep in mind in our own paycheck and in other paychecks as well when we're processing payroll as the employer and the employee. When we consider that gross pay, we also need to consider, okay, what are we really getting paid? And if there's other benefits over and above that, we need to consider those items too in terms of our total compensation. For more accounting information and accounting courses, visit our website at accountinginstruction.info.